All right, we'll ask that at this time if everybody will please silence your cell phones. We are joined now by the Tarleton Texans head coach Todd Whitten. To his left, quarterback Ben Holmes. To his right, linebacker Ronnell Wilson. And we will begin by Coach, just your general thoughts from this game.
Well, I thought it was a great football game. Probably what most everyone expected. Have to congratulate Commerce. Tip our hat to that program. One of the very best football programs in the country. Defending national champs. I thought they played really hard, played with a lot of grit, battled, and they had a chance to win it there at the end. So just nothing but high praise for Coach Carthel and their program. Feel very thankful for our Tarleton Texans here to be 12-0 now and to advance, and it's a credit to our players and our coaches and all the hard work that they put in.
Coach, I want to talk real quick about the guy sitting to your left, Ben Holmes. Early in the game, it looked like he was going to go out with an injury, and then he battled back. And Ben, if I'm not mistaken, I think a couple offensive linemen helped carry you up the field on a couple of those long plays.
Yeah.
Coach, just talk about his toughness and his grittiness and what he brought to the team.
Yeah, I'm so proud of Ben. In my 31 years, he's one of my all-time favorites. He loves to play ball, loves to practice. His teammates hold him in high regard. I tease him. He's from Buffalo, and he's kind of got some of that Buffalo toughness about him. So, for what we do and for my money, he's about as good as there is. And so he's made plays all year long. He's quarterbacked our team to 12 straight wins, and I just couldn't be more pleased with the way that he plays and the way that he leads our team, and he just has a real ability to make plays, especially when they count.
Ben, talk about your mindset following the injury and the decision to go back out on the field.
It was just kind of like what Coach Whitten was said, just being kind of like a tough guy. He always wants tough guys on the field, so I got to lead by example. That was pretty bad. It hurt really bad, but I knew my guys needed me, being a leader on the team and everything like that. And whether it was just me being out there handing the ball off or doing whatever I could, I just knew I wanted to be out there helping our team win.
Ronnell, defensively, especially in that first half while the offense was trying to get their legs underneath them and battle through that, the defense really held their own. Talk about the play of your defense and being able to hold a really good Commerce football team to what they finished, 28 points.
I think as a defense, we have been building this culture change, and we want no one to score, and we know our offense is explosive as all get out. So if they don't have it at that moment, that drive, we go out, we shut a team down, 3 and out. They might get an extra few plays, keep giving them the ball back. Our coach told us if we can shut down their running game and give our offense a few more possessions because we knew they had a good defense, then we would be fine. And so that was something we really focused on. And then everybody, I think the theme of the day was focus, and I think everyone did a great job of that. So
okay, take us through the play late there. Commerce was driving, they got into the red zone, and you were able to come up with an interception. Take us through that play from your perspective.
Our coach, I believe he called cover 1. It's just me by myself. They were in 3-2 over here. Spy, the quarterback, he eyed a bunch of his receivers, and a bunch of his throws they ended up a few yards outside of the hashes. So I was just kind of reading his eyes, and he threw it, and God willing, I was in the right place. So, caught it, did what I could.
This time we'll open it for questions. If you have a question, let me know. I'll bring you the microphone.
Hey, Ben, what happened on that early INT in the first drive you threw it? And I know Coach had a few words with you. What kind of was going through your mind, and what happened on that play?
What a terrible ball I threw. I should have thrown it outside, and I threw it inside, and kid made a really good play on it. And it was just a bad ball. So.
Coach, talk about Daniel McCants, how big he was for your team today with them kind of bottling up Xavier Turner. He really come in and bolstered your team today, it seemed like.
Yeah, I'm really proud of Daniel. He got off to a really fast start this season, and then turned the ball over a couple times at Midwestern, and so it sort of shook his confidence a little bit, and really thankful that he was able to get in there and make some real significant runs for us. He's such an explosive kid, and I just couldn't be more proud. And he has, our running back room. There's 4 of those guys, and we play them all, and they have been incredible the way that they have supported one another, and just been really team guys.
Hey, Coach. So today you faced a team that was ranked first at the beginning of the season. Now you're playing a team next week that was ranked first in 2 of the polls. Can you talk about sort of like what this wins for the program going forward, and how you feel going into next week?
Well, we've had, anytime you play in the Lone Star Conference, you play a tough schedule, and it's such a good win for our program to beat Commerce today in the second round of the playoffs, and then it certainly doesn't get any easier as we move forward. We'll be very unfamiliar with Mankato, Minnesota State. So we have a lot of work to do as a coaching staff. I know they're number 1 in the country, and so certainly one of the best, if not the best, team right now. So we'll have one more time. We have our work cut out for us. But I have watched these guys that I'm so fortunate to coach. I've watched them through spring and through summer camp, and for 12 weeks. They just don't have they don't take any days off, and so I just fully expect that they'll be ready to go.
Ronnell, this one for you. Tell me how good this rush defense y'all had. Y'all held Commerce to -2 yards, and you held Azusa Pacific in check last week. Y'all have been on fire on rush defense. Tell me a little bit what goes into that.
First and foremost, an attitude. I feel like if a team can't run the ball on you, then it becomes one-sided, and then you can just let your DBs go to work, and we have great DBs. And then our coach, he puts a good scheme. He believes, he tells us every day he recruits good players, and he lets us play, and he lets the D-line, he lets them do their thing, and he calls linebackers in the back end. We're fixers, so a lot of the credit to that goes to the D linemen. They're really amazing. They plug things, they make plays, they make stuff happen. And so, we just fix it, and it's just an attitude, really. So,
Ben, a lot of your game is running the ball. You busted a long run today. Even after you were injured, you come in, you run the ball a couple times. Coach kind of pulled you aside there. What was he telling you after that last run there?
I got to go vertical and not east and west, and just kind of be smart and take care of your body and just get out of bounds.
Any more questions?
This goes to all 3 of you. What is it like to be a part of this team right now? You've broken several records. You've in uncharted territory. You're moving through the playoffs. One of your first big playoff runs in NCAA for this program. Just give me some of your vibe of what it feels like to be a part of this special season.
I'll go first. Well, I think it all starts with practice. Like, we probably face our best competition in practice, and we all get after it. From Monday to Thursday, we all show up. We all put the extra work in, whether it's film room or the weight room, and it just feels like, I don't know if there's a word for it, but it's just kind of magical right now. We're kind of riding the high right now, and see how long we can ride this thing for. So.
Back to what he was saying, practice. There are days in practice where it's so intense because everyone's just trying to do exactly what they're supposed to. So, we're going at each other, and a bunch of our best competition is in practice. You see, like, every position, there's someone who's gonna do their job, and then. For me, being here from 2016 to that 5-6 team to this now, it's just surreal. We work, and it's just a culture shift. and we're really proud of that. And we just believe. We believe in ourselves, our coaches, the person next to us. You know, it's special. So,
you know, I'm more proud of these guys probably than any other group I've ever coached. A year ago, we were 6-6, and I thought maybe we could have found another win somewhere in there. But for me, I had so much enjoyment as I watched these guys through off season and then through spring ball. How many guys stayed here during the summertime, and then how they just became a team. You know, the unity I think that they worked so hard for, and the way they play together. And so, you know, they make it fun because we really do. We've got a team full of guys that really like football and they like watching film. And they like practicing and yeah, it's just a group. It never gets too tough for them. I mean, our guys are always ready to go.
Thank you, guys. Congratulations.